Hi, folks. So today we are going to start with the editorials, and this is with regards to the Economic Times e-newspaper. So I'll just be going through all the editorials which are there here listed. So first one is about this one. So this is the first time I'm going through this newspaper's uh, editorial. So it says about looming war of intelligence. Also, what the objective for this video would be just to go through and understand as far as possible. And I believe like maybe with time, we'll just improve and have a better understanding of all the things which have been mentioned in the editorials. Okay, so the theme is this year we'll see the US and China compete for AI supremacy, where India can play a role. So basically, I think this editorial is going to be a battle between US and China, who are going to compete for the artificial intelligence supremacy. And India is going to play a key role there. So 2025 will see intense activity in the AI universe. A fierce war in the offing as the US takes step to check China's rise in the AI algorithm game that can drive wealth building and acquisition of military power at the same time. Okay, so it says that fierce war is coming up as the US is taking step to check China's rise in the AI algorithm game, and that can drive wealth building and acquisition of military power at the same time. So basically, maybe because of the anticipation of a war, US might be building the wealth in the military section. Okay. The signs are already there. Both OpenAI and Microsoft released advanced versions of their AI tools last month. China established a technical committee on December 30 to guide the industry's effort to widen the scope of applications through an AI Plus program. So the things which are coming up in the market, and these two companies specifically, we know that these are US based companies. So China is also going to compete with them, and it has introduced an AI Plus program. Now, let's see, a lot of attention has been focused on Donald Trump's decision to hire Sriram Krishnan and the racial attacks he has faced. What is more important is Trump's approach to AI as a tool to outrace China in a wide range of manufacturing and service industries besides military applications. So we can see there is a bit of conflict in between the interest of Donald Trump and the China, what it is aiming for. So Donald Trump is basically uh, seeing that it's his decision to hire Sri Krishnan and the racial attacks he has faced. So a lot of attention has been focused in that particular thing. So over here, but what is more important to Trump's approach is that what he should be aiming for is how to outtrace China in case of multiple variety sectors, which includes manufacturing, service, beside military applications. So the US-China conflict and Trump's desire to preserve American dominance in AI will determine the prospects of this industry in 2025 and beyond as much as technological development. We have to be at the forefront. So take the lead over China, Trump said last June while vowing to secure strategic independence from China. So basically here what it says that the ch conflict between these two countries and the Trump's desire to preserve the American dominance in AI, it will determine the prospect of this year and the technological development at which extent it can go to. So at the forefront, we have uh, China, and Trump said last June that to secure strategic independence from China during his vowing in the last June. Okay. He was whistling a different tune at a press conference in December when he suggested that the US and China could work together to solve all the world's problems. But it's evident that the next US president would adopt a transaction-based approach in the AI business. For proof, we need to examine his about turn on the ZE controversy during his first term in 2018. So he imposed a 7-year ban on the Chinese company and soon lifted it in exchange for $1.54 billion fine. So to this day, Trump boasts about his skill to get such funds from China. So here, what it says that there was a whistling. Okay, in the December in the last month itself, where he suggested that US and China, if they both collaborate with each other, we can, or maybe they both can solve all the world's problems. But it's actually for the proof what it has been observed that there is a quite congestion between them, and there was a controversy related to ZTE in the first term in 2018, and therefore he had imposed a 7-year ban on the Chinese company, and he soon lifted it, but with an exchange of $1.4 billion fine. And to this day, Trump do boast about this skill, and that how he extracted funds from China. And I think must be he would have used uh, in the election also. So he would not be averse to using a combination of political and economic bargaining chips for cutting deals that give Washington advantage over Beijing. Okay, so he would not be averse to using a combination of political and economic bargaining chips, okay, that give Washington advantage over Beijing. Trump has already said it's stupid of the US to defend the Taiwan against China for free. Taiwan should pay us for defense, and we are no different from an insurance company. So basically, he's telling that he will not give up to use a combination of political and economic bargaining chips. And Trump has already said that it is stupid of the US to defend Taiwan against China for free, because if China doesn't support us, then what are we going to defend them for, right? So it's like we are no different from an insurance company. Even if the harm is done, we are still going to pay it. Something like that. He was trying to relate them. So Chinese leaders are mostly happy to make financial deals to get their way. The battle for survival and progress in new technologies is far more important for Xi Jinping's band of communists than trying to win an ideological war with the US. It's tempting to accept the popular image of Trump as a leader whose decisions are often driven by self-interest and personal whims, but his utterances on China and other issues reveal the workings of both supporters and critics of the AI industry. So, here, what we see is that the battle for survival and progress in new technology, it is far more important for Xi Jinping, who is the president of China. Okay, and he belongs to Communist Party. So there is a ideological war between the US and the China, and it is tempting to accept the popular image of Trump, whose decisions are often driven by self-interest and personal whims. So he does not follow what is better for the interest for the country. Instead, whatever he feels that it is suitable, he goes by that. And Trump has promised to repeal Joe Biden's dangerous executive order that hinders AI innovation and imposes radical left-wing ideas on the development of this technology. This may be music to the ears of many in the US tech sector who think Biden's rule have hampered the industry's speedy growth. So he's basically repealing whatever Joe Biden had given the executive order, and the AI innovation, whichever hindrance it is facing. So Trump is against that basically, and he wants AI to grow full-fledgedly so that he can use as and when required. Okay, so the incoming president is much less worried about social obligations involved in the use of AI, that is gradually acquiring the ability to drive human action instead of being commanded by it. So basically, AI is able to do things by itself without human action who is going to command it. So AI growth requires worldwide participation for speedy growth. China, for instance, is a superpower when it comes to the size of data. It has collected using a combination of state power and market-based system of aggregation. So data is the fuel that AI needs for testing algorithms and servicing human commands. Basically, for the speedy growth in the AI sector, China has a upper hand because it has used a multiple collection of data from the state power and the market-based system of aggregation, and data is what all the AI needs. It is the fuel for testing algorithms and servicing human commands. Okay. So the Biden administration has already imposed serious restrictions on US companies wishing to collaborate with Chinese players in the AI business. Part of its nervousness comes from Pentagon's concerns about China's supposed capabilities in integrating AI dynamics in design and manufacture of weapons and surveillance equipment. Okay, so the US is the obvious leader when it comes to measuring its strength with China in areas like AI ecosystem, advanced computational infrastructure, and private sector innovation. So where the US lags behind China is aggressive government support. So even both the countries are competing hand to hand in the sector of AI. US is lagging behind China because the government support is very aggressive in case of China. But Trump appears keen to fill this gap. He's very willing to fill this gap. What has surprised many is the rapid investment cycle among the Chinese AI companies, returning profits in less than 1 year. Now, China has a billion internet users, while the US has a third of it. Um, India fares much better with 750 million users. While when AI is applied to IoT, the result is an enhancement in efficiency, quality of services, and throughput. So generative AI requires a massive amount of electricity, which is another strong point with China. So waiting in the wings is India and emerging power, which has much to gain from the US-China competing in this area. The appointment of Krishnan affirm the image of top-class talent among Indian origin technocrats and managers like the Satya Nadella and Sundar Pichai have shown earlier. So here we are just praising about the Krishnan, who is basically an Indian, and how he has um, how he has been managing the firms which are related to the AI part. Okay, and it is ranked seventh AI by Technopedia, with the US leading the way, followed by China, Britain, and Israel. So the biggest challenge for the AI industry in any country is talent acquisition. The US might turn to India in a bigger manner than it has to acquire talent if the AI competition with China heats up. So if there is a hustle or hassle between US and China, then US might turn towards India to beat the competition, because the talent and the labor which the countries get in India are very cheap. So, but this would adversely affect Indian companies looking for a place in the world rankings of top AI companies, because China, Britain, Israel, and US, they are already much ahead in the race. So, though Washington may try to block American citizens from working in Chinese companies, China would still manage to attract a lot of international talent, because Beijing would not spare funds in this area. And we know that China is having so much economy currently, so it would not spare funds in this particular domain. And the writer is author of Running with the Dragon, How India Should Do Business with China. So this is one of the article, or one of the editorial from this newspaper. Second, we can go with this one. Both of, I think all three of them are important, but let's go and check this one also. Now AI is a buzz, so that's why like most of the editorials are also coming in that same line. So the future lies in easy spending. The global payments industry is rapidly transforming thanks to IoT, which is Internet of Things, big data, and AI. India has been leading this digital revolution, experiencing a paradigm shift in its payment landscape. With time, like India's payment system is also evolving, and all thanks to RBI. Now, AI is the next frontier, serving as an exciting platform poised to transform payments. NPCI estimates that AI can add over $1 trillion to financially services annually. Okay, so NPCI is estimating that with AI, $1 trillion of finance services annually can be added. Okay, I mean, that amount of transaction can happen. Indian financial service providers have recognized AI's potential, with over 83% saying they already use it to enhance products and services. The financial services industry is increasingly looking at embedded payments enabled by IoT devices. Imagine making payments directly from your smartwatch or home appliances. This future is rapidly becoming a reality. The embedded payments market, valued at $66.8 billion in 2022, is expected to grow at CAGR of 25.4% from 23 to 32. Embedded payments offer a seamless experience, eliminating the need to carry physical cards or remember PINs. Additionally, they can incorporate advanced security features to protect data and facilitate personalized offers. Personalized offers. So here basically what it is telling that the financial service industry it will grow, and by the enablement of IoT devices we can see that the payment market will grow by this much percent in the next 10 years. I mean, next 8 years, basically from now. And embedded payment system offers a seamless experience because we won't be needing physical cards or to remember pins. Just like tokenization, once the transaction has been made from one of the device, it will tokenize it. Just like that, embedded payment also will have the same thing. While IoT offers many benefits, security remains a concern. In this context, the consumer device cardholder verification method is a vital security protocol crucial in enabling smooth and secure payments through IoT devices. CDCVM requires a special peering process between an IoT device and the user's primary device. This ensures that only authorized device can initiate payments. Dynamic codes are generated for each transaction, making it difficult for fraudsters to intercept and exploit. Additionally, IoT devices can incorporate biometric authentication features and in the future, even voice-based system to enhance security. Tokenization, which replaces sensitive card details with unique tokens, is often used in conjunction with CDCVM, making it even more secure. So as we discussed, tokenization is something in which like if one of the payment has been done through one of the device, okay, so that is a tokenization in which the card details or any details related to that financial transaction won't be asked again. As IoT devices more become prevalent, CDCVM's importance will only grow because it will be powered by AI to make payments more secure, convenient, and personalized. AI is driving innovation and improving the overall payment experience from the almost prosaic BNPL, that is buy now, pay later, to cryptocurrency payments and even beyond these developments. AI-driven algorithms in buy now, pay later assess credit worthiness, personalize offers, and automate payment schedules, providing a flexible payment option. Often, open banking benefits from AI-powered analytics, enabling data aggregation and personalized financial insights. Biometric authentication enhanced by AI ensures secure and convenient payment verification. Voice-activated payments offer a hands-free and intuitive payment experience, just like how we experience these days, similarly like that. And the power of AI goes beyond traditional rules-based systems by considering device behavior and user context for more accurate and proactive fraud detection, assessing the risk of each transaction, helping businesses to make informed decisions regarding credit worthiness and loan approvals by analyzing a borrower's financial history. Using predictive analytics to forecast future trends and identify potential risk. To realize the potential of these technologies, bank must establish robust data platforms and infra because as we saw in the earlier article, data is the fuel, right, to complex algorithm. A centralized data backbone is essential for governing and securing data, enabling customers to analyze data sources in real time. Additionally, the organization needs standardized protocols and tools for developing, evaluating, deploying, and monitoring new models in sustainable manner. So every growth, whatever we are aiming for, it should be done in a sustainable way. And as digital payments become more prevalent, new technologies will be essential for ensuring security, efficiency, and innovation in the Indian payment ecosystem. So that is all for this day. So let's meet tomorrow and till then, Jai Hind.